Willie D Live.
What's up, family? The San Antonio Spurs defeated the New York Knicks 115-111 in Game 3 of the NBA Finals on yesterday. New York holds a 2-1 lead, but they got a lot of work to do if they want to end their 53-year championship drought. Now, the fans didn't take it too well. They took to the streets and they pretty much terrorized anyone wearing a San Antonio Spurs jersey, including this man.
Get off me, I'm gonna get one of y'all. Get off me. Oh shit, get fucked. Come on, pussy.
Yo, they're still chasing him. They're still chasing him. They're still chasing him. Oh, he got to fight. He got to fight. No, he got to fight.
Doing his job. Yo, he's doing his job. Let him go.
Yo.
Okay, for starters, to the man that intervened and said, stop, let him go. I ain't got no problem with that. Somebody got to have some damn sense in the midst of chaos. There's a lot to unpack here. When you look at this series, first and foremost, you had Trump interrupting everything. This dude came in, nobody likes him. He shows up to the arena with, I don't know, half of the New York Police Department outside of Madison Square Garden, and most of them, they're just standing around cracking jokes and stuff. They're not even really serving a purpose. The people that typically watch the games outside of Madison Square Garden couldn't watch the game. They were forced up the road. They couldn't watch the game and participate in their normal pregame and during game activities. They couldn't do any of that. The family members had to adhere to a different protocol in terms of getting to the stadium, how they get their tickets, accessing their tickets, getting to the stadium, and all of these type of things. The players had to be at the arena 2 hours early. So Trump just pretty much came in like a hurricane and left. And by the way, once again, he took a long blink. That's code for nap, because that's what they say. He was blinking. He just a long blink. That's what his supporters, cabinet members say he does. He takes a long blink. He don't sleep. In any event, so that's that, and they booed him as they should, right? He's so delusional that he didn't even know he got booed. He was like, "Well, they were cheering." Nah, buddy, they were booing you. Anyway, moving on. More important matters. The fans, all you New York fans out there that took to the streets and was acting like some damn animals, all of y'all need to check yourselves, because if you're really a fan, you'd act like you have some damn sense. What you're doing is you're making it harder on the team that you say you love. That's right. I'm gonna call a strike and striking the ball a ball. I love all y'all. Y'all know I rock with New York for real. I got a lot of friends in New York. But just like if this would have happened in Houston, I'm gonna call it what it is. And I don't think anybody is too big to be criticized. Y'all was out of pocket. You youngsters out there, I want you to pay attention to what the youngsters were doing. These youngsters attacking an elderly man. You could tell the dude was up in age. He looked like he up in his 60s or 70s. So they're attacking their elder. One of these days, if you keep waking up, youngster, you're going to be that age. Now, how would you feel if somebody did you like that? One of these days, you're not going to be as strong as you are physically. And you just might have a situation where some youngsters want to put hands on you. And you really can't get down like you want to get down. What do you think about that? Because I want to let you know that right now, you are shaping the future. All your actions, all you youngsters out there, your actions are shaping the future of the world that you are going to live in, at the least the society that you are going to live in. So if you make it commonplace for youngsters to go around attacking their elders, eventually they're going to make a stop at your doorstep. Keep waking up. That's all you got to do. Keep waking up. I know some of y'all don't really care about waking up because the way you disrespect your elders, the way that you think being old is some type of curse, you ain't going to live to see many years anyway. Most of y'all probably ain't going to even live to have gray hairs because you don't have any respect for anything, including yourself. Now, that's hard love. That ain't hate. That's hard love. I said most of you, not all of you. Moving on. I'm going to tell you like this, fam. All you fans, whether you New York fans or San Antonio fans or whoever, it is a bad idea to go into enemy territory wearing a jersey with the opposing team. Wearing an opposing team jersey is a bad idea when you go to somebody else's turf because everybody's mind is not stable. In fact, I think half the damn country is either on medication or should be on medication. They take these games, these teams seriously, like they're actually getting paid, like their lives depend on, like somehow, some way it affects their lives, and it don't. This is why when I watch these games, I take total emotions out of it. I want my team to win, but at the end of the day, when they don't win, I'm not tearing up anything because if this dude is making $20 million a year, and he don't care about winning the game, if he don't put everything he got into the game to win, why should I? Why should I put everything and why should I invest my emotions into this game, into these players who half the time don't even care? And they don't even know me. They don't care about me. They don't care about my family. They don't care about what I got going on. They don't care if I can afford the ticket to the game or not. They don't care. Why should I care that much? I don't. So I'm a casual sports watcher. That's right. I said it. That's right. I'm a bandwagon. Yeah, I bandwagon. If you winning, I'm with you. You losing? No. Now, let me be clear. If you're losing, but you got a winning spirit and you're still putting everything into it, I can rock with that. I can rock with that. But just out here getting your head beat in night after night, and you don't really got no heart into it, you ain't really going for it, like putting everything on the line, I can't respect that. I can't respect it, and I won't respect it. People be going crazy over these teams. The Houston Astros beat the Los Angeles Dodgers. They beat the LA Dodgers a few years back. And I was in LA when they clinched. I was at a sports bar in Live, downtown LA. And I was the only one who was vocally rooting for the Astros. But I wasn't wild with it. I wasn't loud with it. I wasn't wild. I wasn't going, yeah. I wasn't doing none of that. The place I was at was jam-packed. It was packed. Everybody had Laker jerseys on. LA jerseys on. They had Dodger jerseys on. So I'm sitting there and I'm kind of reserved. I'm reserved, you know what I'm saying? A couple people right next to me could tell, I was rooting for the Astros, but I wasn't loud with it. When they clinched, I was like, yeah. Then I looked around and everybody was looking at me like this. It was mean mugging everybody. They mean mugging me. And I was like, oops. Let me get my ass out of here. Go. It's not a wise idea to wear your jersey and go into enemy territory. That is not wise. It's not, okay, you're a tough guy and all that kind of, it's a lot of tough guys that we're walking on right now. There's a whole lot of tough guys that are in the cemetery. A lot of tough guys in the cemetery. It's just not worth it. You can have the same enthusiasm by just calming your butt down, being cool about it. Your team win, your team do something good, you're enthusiastic, you show a little love, whatever, and then you keep on about your business. When you go into these games, I wouldn't advise to wear an opposing team jersey to a different city. I wouldn't advise that. I wouldn't do that. You are putting a target on your back. You may as well, put on $1 million worth of jewelry and walk down the street, in the hood. You probably gonna get your head knocked off. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.